Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of Thinking Like Rixy. And you guys have been requesting for a long time that I cover penalties, and I said I cover it in a lot more detail than just answering in a goalkeeper tips, and I need to actually do that by explaining on screen with you guys. So, obviously today we're going to be covering penalties. It's something that I have been trying to figure out for a while. All goalies have their own techniques, have their own opinions. I might say something, Bruce might say something different, Future might say something different, any other goalkeeper might say something different. You never know, it's just how it is. But I have my ways of thinking how I say penalties. It works well, and obviously then, you know, it can be, it's a guessing game. Penalties is a guessing game. It's a mind game as well. Putting off the other player, like running, you can run around your goal, skip left to right, that could put them off because they might not know where to go. Doing the taunts using A, X, B, and Y, or whatever a PS4 version is, you could just do many things to put off the striker, but I want to cover a few things. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the first thing, and the first thing I want to talk about is actually the zones, or the possibilities. So you've got the left-hand side of the goal. Obviously, this is where they're going to probably put the ball if they want to put power through. And I'll explain that a bit later on, but I have my own techniques, and they work pretty well. And you've got the right-hand side of the goal. These are the most common places, the left and the right. Obviously, that sounds pretty obvious, but then there's also like the centre as well. People know that most people like go left or right. Not many people go down the centre anymore, unless it's a penalty shootout. Because obviously, in a penalty shootout, you can't keep going left and right. You've got to figure out different ways to play around with the goalkeeper's mind, and you've got to try and put off the striker. So these are the danger zones, the zones that you aren't really expected to get. And when I say that, I mean out of reach. Like unless you run across your goal and dive top corner, it's very unlikely that you're going to be getting the top hand corners, like penalty saves. Yes, like us goalkeepers have made them before. Like I've made them. They've been in some videos and whatnot. But if you're standing still in the centre, you're not going to get a top corner. But if you move slightly to your right and dive, or you move slightly to your left and dive, then you are more likely to get it anyway. But also the centre as well, like most goalkeepers dive every time. And this is where I think he's going to go. The reason I think he's going to go here, my technique is that I think they're going to shoot the side that they're standing. So this guy, standing on the right-hand side, he's going to shoot across his body into the right-hand side of the goal. And the reason I think that is just because that is the technique that I have found to work well. And if they're going to go left, if this player's standing like this and he's going to go left, he's going to put in a lot of power. You've got to watch their power bar. If their power bar goes up quite a lot, don't dive right, dive left, if that makes sense. So don't, like, this guy here is going to shoot right. That's what I think. He doesn't put that much power into a shot. I'll show you guys the clip afterwards. He doesn't put too much power into a shot, and he goes right, and I save it. If he's going to go left, I watch his power bar, and then if it goes up quite a lot, that's when I know he's going to go like across the goal and go to the left-hand side of the goal. If that makes sense, that is my way of doing it. It's hard to explain it, but it should make sense, basically. So if he's going to go powerful shot, he's going to go to the left. If he's going to do a normal shot, it's going to go to the right. This is what actually happens. He puts a tiny bit of power in, managed to actually save it that time, goes down to the right-hand side. But hopefully this has actually been quite useful for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.